on a roll. No, wait. We're on an unroll today on Weekend at the Cottage. Welcome to Weekend at the Cottage. I'm Nick Manojlovic. I'm going to show you how to make an incredible skillet dinner. You're going to make it, fall in love with it, and I bet you're going to think, what else do those tasty folks at Weekend at the Cottage make? Head to weekendатthecottage.com. When you're visiting our website, why not subscribe to it? You may enjoy this video. If you do, head to our YouTube channel, click for subscriptions, give us a thumbs up, drop us comments if you like our videos. And then finally, why not reach out to other food-friendly people on one or more of your favorite social media platforms using hashtag Weekend at the Cottage on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. The concept is to deconstruct making cabbage rolls. The result is a fantastic one skillet wonder. To begin the recipe, let me speak quickly about a key utensil, a cast iron skillet. The skillet is thick bottomed, lots of room to brown and saute meat and vegetables. I love the way this performs. A couple of additional things. We're using stewed tomatoes in this recipe. If you're not lucky enough to get some prepared by a friend, you're looking for a can of stewed tomatoes. You're also gonna need a can or a bottle like this of sauerkraut. And the sauerkraut in this recipe really amps up the flavor. When you go to make this dish at home or at the cottage, first step is to get your rice prepared. 2 cups of water, bring them to a boil. We're adding 1 cup of rice. I'm using a brown rice. You can use white or jasmine, up to you. Bring your rice to a boil, reduce to simmer. We're gonna cook our rice. It'll take about 30 minutes, which is perfect because we'll prepare the rest of the skillet dinner. Main ingredient is cabbage. I got a honkin' head of cabbage at the local market stand. We're gonna trim out that central core, and then I'm dividing it into quarter or half. You'll only need a quarter of a head of cabbage for this recipe, so the rest you can give away to friends. I don't know, take it to work. Hey, here, have a quarter head of cabbage. Or you could make coleslaw. Find another use for the rest of your cabbage. We're taking our quarter head of cabbage. I'm gonna roughly chop it and stick it to the side. You need 1 Vidalia onion, finely diced, 2 ribs of celery, split down the center, finely diced, 3 cloves of garlic, finely chopped, 2 carrots, cut in half and then into smaller bits and then diced. The herb complement for this recipe is marjoram. It's the end of the season. I grabbed the last little bit from the garden. Marjoram is a member of the mint family, and it has kind of like a citrus pine flavor that works so well in this recipe. Vegetables are prepped, rice is cooking, we're heading to stovetop. There's that large skillet, temperature to medium high. Give the pan a bit of time to come to heat before we add 2 pounds of ground beef. We're gonna add the beef into the pan, and I like to move it around all throughout this process so that the meat breaks up. I then take a slotted spoon and transfer the meat to a paper towel lined strainer to remove all of the excess fat. I'm gonna clean out the skillet, and now we're ready to start with the vegetables. Add about 2 tablespoons of oil. It'll shimmer as soon as it hits the pan. And now we add the onions, add the garlic, add all of that cabbage, stir everything together. Hopefully you have a lid that will fit your skillet. Place it on top, and we're gonna cook for 5 minutes. At that 5-minute mark, we're taking up the lid. The onions and the garlic are caramelizing. The cabbage is getting nice and soft. Now we can add our celery, add the carrot, we're gonna stir, then we reduce to simmer, cover, and we're gonna cook for another 5 minutes. Now all of the vegetables are nice and soft. We're gonna add our stewed tomatoes. You can break them up a little bit as you stir them in. We're gonna add our chopped marjoram, add a little bit of salt on the top. And now we're gonna add the entire jar of sauerkraut. I want you to include the liquid from the jar. Stir all of these ingredients together. If you need a second spoon to do so, go ahead, cover, and we're gonna cook for another 5 minutes. As you lift the lid, you can see all of the vegetables are bubbling. We're gonna add our cooked strained beef on top. We're stirring again. Now's a final chance. Take a spoon, do a taste test. You can adjust seasoning with salt. And now you're ready to serve. You head to table side. I like to serve this at table. Plates to one side. Our rice is perfectly cooked. We're gonna start with the rice, add a dollop onto a beautiful plate. Next, we take some of the deconstructed cabbage roll from the skillet onto the rice. And then we add that dollop of sour cream and a sprinkle of chives, which is exactly what I just did. And now that first forkful, I'm gonna spread things around a little bit. I have rice, I have that gorgeous sauerkraut, a little bit of meat. My goodness, really delicious. And yes, it does taste exactly like a cabbage roll, except it's deconstructed and it was a lot less time to make. Hopefully you'll have that same great experience when you make this dish at home. After that, come on back and hang out again with Weekend at the Cottage, where it's always about good food, good friends, and good times. We'll see you again, hopefully soon. Take care.